I have one stuck.
Welcome back to Sakura Beach 2, everyone. In the last episode, we agreed to meet Nene for a date to go stargazing together, and that is where we are going. Whoa, I had my volume a bit loud. The trail is always hard to navigate, especially in the dark. But the light of the stars always guides me to my special place. It's not really my special place anymore, considering the memories I've shared with those two here. It belongs to them too. Not to mention Nene. I wonder if there's ever been anyone else who has discovered these hills. How many people have looked after with wonder at that beautiful sky? As I wander into the clearing, I see her sitting on the hill. She sends me a warm smile.
I'm glad you came. I just wanted to talk about today.
What about today?
Remember how I told you that I knew I wasn't typical? I really felt that today. Ayumi didn't seem to like me.
She's more aware than I thought. Ayumi's like that. She's defensive about her personal space.
Maybe I should have finished the greeting. That's why I got bad luck.
Well, she knows something went wrong, but she doesn't know what exactly. No, girls don't greet each other like that. Especially Ayumi. She hates things like that.
Things like what?
You know, what you were doing with her.
Her what?
Don't make me say it outright.
I don't understand.
She's almost painfully innocent. Never mind. So, I just have a question, Nene.
I'll do my best to answer it.
Are you lonely?
I think I am. But I don't really know if this feeling is loneliness. I mean, I haven't really had any friends my age before.
Why? Haven't you gone to school or anything like that? There's no way anyone couldn't make at least one friend if they went to school.
School? I've never been there.
She's
totally a space alien.
Did she have a really sheltered upbringing or something?
I've never been to a school. I have a tutor instead.
A tutor? I guess that explains why you've never gone to a school.
Yep, I do all my learning at home. But home is boring. It's too big and empty. Places with happy people are much better. I can only really go to the beach if I sneak out of home. But every time I do it, it's always worth it.
I think I'm beginning to piece together what the deal with her is. Big and empty. Why is your home big and empty?
Huh? My home's big and empty. I don't know how else to describe it.
So is it like a mansion or something?
I think I've heard that word used somewhere, but I can't say for certain. But really, it's way too big. I don't like it at all.
Mansion. Let's ask for more information. Because we want to get to know her better. Could you tell me more about the mansion?
It's big and there's way too many rooms in it. Not even sure if I know every room in it. Sorry, I don't like talking about this.
No, I understand. I begin to unpack my telescope.
What's that, Mr. Stranger?
Telescope?
Oh, I used to have one of these. Could I?
Of course you can. Go ahead. Okay. All right. I mean, you know, +1 to the fact they were able to work in some fan service with a legitimate, action.
And look, her boobs look kind of normal from this angle, except they still look like they drew them a little bigger post.
Turning her back to me, she stares into the eyepiece. And I'm staring at a full moon. It's so small. Maybe not the moon. And she's so curvy. No, I have to calm down. Even though it's right in my face. And I have terrible control over my eyes. As she sits there... She's not sitting. As she sits there, a look of innocent delight spreads across her face.
So this is the universe up close. It's beautiful, Seiji.
She turns the telescope toward the stars.
Their lights are so bright. With this telescope, it's like I'm really there. Moon's craters, twinkling a Mars in the distance. Wish I could go there one day. leave Earth behind.
She lets out a heavy sigh as she says that.
That's not gonna happen anytime soon, is it?
I wouldn't be so sure. Space travel could become a real thing in our lifetimes. Imagine if they colonized the moon.
I'd love to live there. Imagine being able to look back on Earth.
I probably wouldn't want to be the first one to go, though.
I would. Sooner the better. I'll build an entire moon colony by myself if I have to.
What steely determination.
What about you, Seiji? Did you ever feel like that?
I did. A while ago.
Huh? What changed?
It's a lot to explain, but let's just say that I have more reasons to stay on Earth than I do to run off on a grand space adventure.
Oh? Is it because of those two?
Her observations are strangely accurate sometimes. How'd you know?
Just a guess, Mr. Stranger. They're both very special to you, I can tell that.
She looks away from the telescope for a moment.
I'd like it if I was that special to someone, somewhere. How does it happen?
I guess it's just time.
So would I have to spend a lifetime with someone to become special to them? But that's so long.
Not necessarily. Sometimes you just get along with someone, and through that you become special to that person. She brightens up after hearing that.
So, could I become special to you then, Seiji?
Special in what way?
I don't know yet. But I'll work it out somehow.
She backs off from the telescope and stretches.
Your telescope's amazing.
Maybe you should get one for yourself. I'm sure there's somewhere you can buy one.
Yeah, maybe I should get another one. It'd be like being here all the time. So no matter where I am in the world, I'll be able to look toward the stars.
Even though she's unusual, I can fully understand her love of space.
I've never been able to relate to someone like this before. You're special, Mr. Stranger. Very special.
Nah, I don't think I'm anything special. Just a really average guy. I can't really think of anything that makes me particularly remarkable.
That isn't true at all. You're special. I know this for certain. There's no way you couldn't possibly be special.
Wait, what? Oh, she double negatived. She's insistent that I really am special. Really, you're giving me too much credit, Nene. I'm about as unremarkable as they come. Nene shakes her head.
That can't be true.
She grabs me by the hands and holds them up to her chest. What?
Everything about you is interesting. If I think so, then it's enough to make it true.
But I think you're the more interesting one out of both of us.
You find me interesting too? No one's told me before. Especially not a boy.
How many boys have you talked to?
Not that many at all. None my age, at least.
That's odd.
But either way, you're the most interesting one I've talked to, Mr. Stranger. Besides, those other two, they see something in you too.
Yeah, like I told you before, things are complicated with them.
I haven't noticed that yet. They really like you, I know that much. And I can understand why they like you. But I don't know where the complication comes in.
I can't really tell you about that right now. It's a little strange. I'm saying this to her, of all people. Why do I find it so hard to tell her that I'm in a real relationship with Momoko? I guess I feel guilty about it because of how things are with Ayumi. She still wants me to answer her feelings, so I guess I can't say for sure what my relationship with those two is right now.
Well, don't worry about it. I won't judge no matter how strange it is. I told you, I knew I wasn't typical. So how could I judge someone else for not being typical?
She's odd. Sometimes she says something really smart, but other times she's horrendously misinformed. Well, I'll be ready to tell you about it later.
I understand.
She looks around the clearing then.
What memories of this place do you have?
Memories? Well, I used to go off on my own... Whoa, let me try that again. Well, I used to go off on my own a lot as a kid. I have all kinds of hiding places that I found. These hills, though, these are special. No matter how many times I come here, the stars never cease to leave me in awe.
I know how you feel. It was past my bedtime and I was out exploring when I found this place. Now, This is where I go whenever I need some time to myself. I was so surprised when I saw someone else here.
You're not the only one. Finding this place is not easy, but past your bedtime?
Well, my parents have considered me to be a troubled child. I would always do things they didn't like, so they became really strict. It was all for my own good, they told me. So imagine a little girl sitting here, thinking about how nice it would be to leave this place behind and reach for the stars. You think you can relate to those feelings, Seiji? Just wanting to leave everything behind?
It's in this moment that I'm beginning to understand her heart a little better. I do understand it, but we can't run away, can we?
Yeah, we can't run away. But hope is something we should never give up. Maybe one day a spaceship will crash here and I'll be able to fly away with it. You never know, right?
Yeah, right. Some part of her tells her that it's hopeless. Another says that she has to keep hoping no matter what happens. You have to remember that things aren't going to stay the same forever. You'll get your chance for the adventure you've always wanted. Go exploring, discover new things, maybe find love too.
Love? You think I'd really find love?
I can't predict the future, but I think that you might.
I don't know much about love, though.
Neither do I, but you really shouldn't let that stop you. For a moment, she seems to think really hard about something.
Do you have someone you love, Seiji?
I can't really answer that right now.
Do you love one of your friends? Which one?
Hey, don't go and ask questions like that. I don't know.
So Seiji's uncertain too. At least we're both uncertain.
We'll figure it out. I think that's gonna be nicer to her. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. We can't remain uncertain for the rest of our lives, can we?
Of course not.
Nene laughs a little bit to herself.
You know what love feels like?
It's not something that's easy to explain. You feel like you really like someone, I guess. Love comes in many forms.
So, if I did fall in love, I wouldn't know what it is?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you. But love isn't something I know much about. She smiles quietly to herself.
I see. Love is complicated.
You've got that right.
But so wonderful at the same time. Hope to meet the love of my life one day.
She idly pulls out her phone and quickly checks it.
Oh, it's gotten late.
She looks really worried as she says that. What's the matter?
I have to get home before they know I'm gone.
Before who knows you're gone?
My parents. But before I do, thank you, Seiji.
For what?
Thank you for spending time with me.
It's no problem, really. I'm happy to keep you company.
Then I'll see you at the beach tomorrow?
I think we will be going there, yeah. I'll text you our plans, so don't worry about it.
Okay. So until next time, Mr. Stranger.
Happily, she bounds off into the undergrowth. That wasn't lightning, was it? I understand her desires now. She wants to go on a grand adventure because she's feeling stifled at home. I can't make any presumptions yet, but my guess is that she grew up in a sheltered environment, and the fact that she didn't go to any school at all. So could her misconceptions be linked back to that? When she gave Ayumi that greeting, she said she read it out of a book. To my left, I hear the sound of rustling. Oh god, who's there? God damn it.
But what was that? Did she really say, could I become special to you? I won't stand for it.
What's the problem, you crazy lady? Ayumi's face goes into her palm.
You really haven't learned anything, have you?
What do you mean?
Just forget it. Here I was thinking that Seiji the Fool had actually learned something, but you just go and prove me wrong again.
You're being harsh for someone who is spying on two people having a private moment.
I just needed to ensure that nothing went wrong, that's all.
No, that cannot be it. I think I know what the problem is.
Typical Ayumi can't pass up the opportunity to be a huge kid.
But I'd like to think that's not the case. Alright, sure.
Don't forget about me, Seiji.
we won't forget about you, Momoko, but we'll deal with you in the next episode
You
because
play on the inside of our nightmares.
I can't handle either of you right now. So thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for another episode.
Bye!
Our nice date was ruined.
Yup.
Way to bring it back around, the Akamura.
You're welcome.